Hi everybody, welcome to the Manifold channel. In this video we're going to take some NAIP imagery from the U.S. Department of Agriculture, and using the free Manifold Viewer, that's what we're looking at here, we're going to visualize that imagery using the infrared band that's built into the NAIP imagery. First let's import that NAIP image. Click File, Import, and this is what we want. It's the TIFF file. The dimensions, as you can see, are about 9,400 by 12,000, and it's about 446 megabytes in size. Click on that and click Import. It takes you a few seconds to import the image. There, it's done. And we can double click on the image to take a look at it. It has a washed out look, and we'll discuss why that's the case. Now let's talk about what NAIP is. NAIP is the National Agricultural Imagery Program. It's run by the U.S. Department of Agriculture, and it photographs much of the agricultural land in the United States every year using 4 channels to create what's called 4-band imagery. There's the classic R, G, and B, red, green, and blue images that's used to create a natural color image. Plus there's a 4th band which images, remote senses the terrain in what's called near infrared. Those are not visible light wavelengths, they're near infrared wavelengths, which are best understood as, well, almost like heat. When Manifold imports such a 4-channel image from TIFF format, it assumes that the TIFF format is a traditional 4-channel image where there's red, green, blue, and so-called alpha. The alpha channel here is used for transparency. So, for example, when you import 4-channel images for graphics from graphics arts photographs, typically that 4-channel band, 4th channel, is used for imagery. In this case, it's infrared. So if we want to see this image in natural color, what it's doing here is it's taking that 4th channel and it's making some of the pixels more transparent than others. We can turn that off by double-clicking here, double-clicking there, and in the pull-down menu choosing Value and setting that to value of 0, clicking Update Style, and there now we see the image in natural color where it's just using 3 bands, red, green, and blue band, to provide the imagery. If we zoom into various locations, we can see that it's pretty detailed imagery. It's actually about a 60 centimeter resolution. And let's zoom to where we look at this part right here. That's the Sacramento River here at the bottom of the scene. We're looking at imagery near the town of the city of Redding, California, which is the northern part of the Central Valley of California. NAIP imagery, even though it's called RGB, RGB just means it's an RGB image in the sense that it uses red, green, and blue color outputs. But that's not the literal order of the channels. The actual literal order of the channels is that the first channel, channel 0, goes into blue, channel 1 goes into green, and channel 2 goes into red. So as programmers would describe this image, it's actually a BGR image. Now, if we want to create false color infrared imagery, we want to use channel 3 for one of these 3 normal channels. And the traditional way of doing that is to put channel 3, the infrared channel, into red. We've just done that right there. To put channel 2, which is the green channel, to put the red channel, which is channel 2, into the green channel, and to use what is the green data channel and to put that into the blue display outputs that make that channel 1. This is the traditional relationship that's used for traditional assignment that's used for so-called color infrared or CIR imagery. Click Update Style, and there you see the classic presentation. The infrared channel is driving the red output. The red data channel is driving the green output, that's channel 2, and the blue data channel is, and the green data channel is driving the blue data output, that's channel 1. Could you use other assignments? For example, could you make this one channel 3 and that one channel 1? Yeah, sure, you could do that. But the traditional way of using CIR is to use these assignments, channel 3, channel 2, channel 1. And why it's done that way is because this matches the look and feel of color infrared images that are produced by using Kodak color CIR film. Kodak CIR film was developed during World War II as a way of telling the difference between camouflage and real foliage. Because if you use this color arrangement, it's pretty obvious when you look at the foliage what's real foliage and what's camouflage, because camouflage says completely differently. So there we've accomplished our objective. We can take a few minutes to talk about how Manifold assigns channels, and why some of the stuff that you read on the web is complete misinformation. So, for example, if you read the text meta information that comes with these, that accompanies this file, so here's the metadata. Now we don't want that. We want the actual text file. Let's see if I can find it. Here it is. It'll tell you some stuff here which is just simply wrong. For example, it claims that these are 32-bit pixels, and they are in, here we go, 32 pixels, 4-band color, RGB, IR. Well, that's not the order that they're in. It's not in, the lowest band is red and the second one is green and third is blue. It's actually BGR, IR. Why they make that mistake, I don't know, but that's a mistake that's repeated in a lot of documentation for NAIP. If you just try to use NAIP images and don't pay attention to the details, you might find yourself doing stuff like this, which is if it really is in the order that they say, red, green, blue, then you get colors like this. But as we all know, grass on planet Earth isn't even faded grass isn't blue in color. It's kind of brownish brown or brownish green. So you have to use a BGR assignment to get natural color. That's the correct order of the channels. If you actually follow the channel assignments that the USDA tells you to follow, you don't get correct color infrared. You get something else. But like I say, it's easy to get the correct assignments. Just double-click and change these to 321 with a value of 0. Click Update Style, and you're done. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope you see how easy it is to change channel assignments like this. It's much easier than a consumer program like, say, Photoshop or something like that, where you've got to go through a really manual, long, and arduous procedure. Here you can just double-click and change channel assignments to your heart's content. Thanks for watching, and goodbye from the Manifold channel. Well, that was fun. If you want to see more, visit us at www.manifold.net. As always, Manifold delivers the world's most advanced, highest quality spatial products for GIS and DBMS at a low price that you can afford. Once again, that's manifold.net. See you soon.